What is up, guys? Tom here. Welcome to another FIFA 17 video. But today, this is the start of a new series. Now, I thought in my spare time, I do play a lot of FIFA 17 career mode. So I thought, why not do a FIFA 17 career mode? So that is what I'm going to be doing. I used to play manager career mode because I just find it more enjoyable on player career. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a manager career mode. And as you can see here, I'm going to be doing it with Bournemouth. That is right. I didn't want to pick like a top team and then, it's kind of already done for you. You can just win the Champions League. I wanted some kind of progression. We start off with not an amazing team and hopefully we'll transform it into a Champions League winning side. I picked Bournemouth because, as I said, they're not a great team and they play at the Vitality Stadium, which is a really, really kind of small stadium. And it's kind of a dream for them to be in the Premier League. So I wanted to kind of take them further. That is the whole point of this series. Now I'm going to be making this series mostly live commentary. However, this little first bit just here is a post commentary. But when I play all the games and I'm in doing transfers and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be a live commentary. So I guess I will see you guys in 1 second when I'm in the live commentary and we'll get straight into this Bournemouth career mode. So guys, here we are. I'm just looking at the Preseason Tournament invites. Now, they're all, 3.5 star, and obviously, since they're all the same difficulty, I may as well go for the one with the most prize money, which is the European Continental Shield in Portugal, which will give me 6.4 million if I win. And it's also, I noticed it's got Aston Villa in the group, so I kind of want to play Aston Villa, because obviously they've been relegated to the Championship. They've been in the Premier League for ages, and Bournemouth haven't been in the Premier League for as long, so it kind of be good to test how good this team is against Aston Villa, but obviously there's no guarantee we'll actually play against them. But we're going to pick the European Continental Shield, and that should mean that now we're into the career mode, so here we go. So these are the emails. Obviously, they're kind of just the normal ones you get if you play career mode as often as I do. You'll probably know them off by heart by now. This is we recognise you and the coaching staff and the players is coming off a very draining and demanding season. Thank you for going into the pre-season tournament. Is basically what they're saying. So that's that. Important transfer market information. Visions and expectations is something I do want to look at. Scouts, not really bothered about at this moment in time. But here are our objectives for the season. So youth development is very low. Now I like doing stuff with the youth academy, but it won't be too hard to complete the objectives. I definitely will be doing stuff with the youth academy, but the objectives aren't very high. Very low priority. I have to sign one player in youth academy to the forward position, which won't be very hard then. Brand exposure, keep a streak of 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches. Now, for some reason, in other career modes, I've struggled with this. I don't know how I don't know if it's just playing well, if that's all I had to do. Because that's what I thought it would be, or playing in good high. Like, if you play in a Champions League game, you'll get more, people coming to the game than you will in a normal Premier League game. I don't know, but I'll try my best. Financial is medium, the highest of them all. In 2 seasons, increase the club worth by 20%. That shouldn't be too hard, because I do want to make quite a few signings. So, the domestic success, this is good. Avoid relegation. I think we'll be able to do that without an issue. That's easy, no problem. It means there's no pressure on, I have to finish in a certain place. I just have to avoid relegation, which should not be very hard. Now, to reach round 16 in the Emirates FA Cup, which obviously if you're a Premier League team, you kind of expect you to do. And then I've got a long-term objective, which is within 2 seasons in the Premier League, finish mid-table. I'm going to be aiming for that this season. The first season, we are going to aim to finish mid-table. That's my aim. But Continental success, obviously, that is nothing because we're not in any European competition. So those are the objectives. I think I'll be able to complete all of those. But let's have a look at the transfer budget. So here we are, obviously being a Premier League team, we're going to have a decent budget, and that is £28 million. It's far from the best in the world, but I can do a lot with that. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to, change the wage and transfer budget at the moment, but you still see you got the transactions and things. Obviously, they sold Matt Ritchie. I don't know why Bournemouth did that. If I was, Eddie Howe, I wouldn't have sold Matt Ritchie. I would have kept him. Obviously, Elphick went to Aston Villa. I played as Aston Villa in FIFA. It did a career mode as them, and Elphick is pretty terrible. So I don't know why. I'm not bothered. But he's gone, and then Tomlin, who I have never heard of before. And then it brought in John Ibe, and I like the look of Ibe. Quick, young, that's good. Hopefully, I don't know his potential, but I think he might have quite a decent potential. And obviously, the only money spent and money earned has been from transfers. So I'm going to have a look at what kind of players I could sign with £28 million. Actually, I was going to say, I kind of miss, something quite crucial out there. I was just going to go straight into, looking at players I could sign. Well, I didn't look at the actual Bournemouth team itself. Now, we've got a 4-4-1. I don't know if you call this a 4-4-1-1 or a 4-4-2. I don't know what the game calls it. 4-2-3-1. 4-2... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I suppose 4-2-3-1. Or 4-4-1-1. That seems a bit odd. But it seems like a decent team. See, Callum Wilson is in the reserves. I don't think because in real life he's actually injured, but he's the best striker that we have, and he's very quick. All the strikers are very quick. King has 92 pace, Afobe 82 pace. He's not the fastest, but he's still pretty quick. This guy as well is pretty quick. I don't know his potential. Musette, he might be quite good, and obviously Wilson is also very quick. So I'm going to bring Wilson into the main team, obviously. I think I prefer Josh King to Afobe, if I'm completely honest. So I'm going to leave Afobe in the reserves. And also, I think they're all quite young. Afobe's 23 years old, Wilson's 24, and King is 24. So they're not old, but they're not really that young either. But, they might have some kind of potential. Obviously, you've got Gradle as well, who is also pretty quick. But for some reason, you have Ryan Fraser instead. I don't know. I'll probably keep Gradle on the bench because he's old. He's 28. Fraser's 22. And obviously you've got Ibe here who's 20, who I think I'm going to be using quite a lot of rather than, putting Gradle on the right or Pugh. I definitely prefer Ibe. I think that's what I'll do. I'll probably keep the team like this. Gradle will be the backup right mid because he can play right mid and left mid, and Pugh will be backup left mid because obviously that's his position instead of Stanislas because I think Gradle is better. But apart from that, the team looks quite decent. There's no, there is a position I want to improve, that is for sure. But I'm going to see who I can sign. And I'll tell you what that position is. And it is the cam position. I definitely want to change that because Wilshere is playing as cam. Obviously, he is on loan from Arsenal. So at the end of the season, he'll go back to Arsenal. And we only have one other cam here in Cook. Now, I have one person in mind. And now, I've not used him for in career mode, but I'm going to look at him and see if we can sign him. So, here you can see my shortlist. It's kind of empty. There's only one player, and that is Ryan Gauld. Now, I've seen a lot of people using him or going for him in career modes, trying to sign him. And I've not really seen a career mode where somebody has signed him. I've seen a lot where he's been a transfer target, but then they've got somebody else. But I like the look of Ryan Gauld. Obviously, he's young. If you go, it says he's showing great potential. He plays for Sporting, and he's Scottish. I think that's a bit odd, because you don't see many Scottish players playing in Portugal. But obviously, we're going to Portugal for the Preseason Tournament, and, he's playing for Sporting, so, I suppose that would work out quite well. I'm not exactly sure of his stats. Obviously, he's not scouted. I've literally just done it now. I don't know if I can wait I'm pretty sure he's about 70 rated, which is the average kind of rating of the team. And obviously, showing great potential means he does have some kind of potential in the 80 range, which means he is a player for the future and he can go straight into the first team, hopefully depending on his rating. I don't know if I'm going to wait till the scout report comes back or just look up his rating on the internet. I'm not too sure. But we'll see what you can do about signing a Ryan Gold. So I'm pretty sure Ryan Gold is about 70 rated or so, which means he would be able to go straight into the first team, and I'll move Wilshere back into the centre midfield, or maybe I'll just put him on the bench because he is on loan, and he does have a decent potential, obviously, in the 80 range. So let's see what we can do. Obviously, I have no idea what to offer. The chief executive says, I don't know. So a 70 rated player, I don't know. We'll go in maybe. Let's just do a. Actually, no. Let's not bid and let's inquire and see what they come back and say. So I'll just show you, give you a quick look at the training here. So we've got King, Ibe, and Fraser doing training. King doing chance creation, beat your man. Ibe doing beat your man, perfect delivery, and Fraser also doing beat your man. So hopefully we can get some of these players growing. King might actually grow in the first training session here because he's quite close to 74. He hasn't. That D probably didn't help. Honestly, none of the... Wow, that was a really, really bad training session. King got a D, I got a C and a D. Fraser got a D. King got an A on his other one, but it didn't really help him too much. But I'm going to be doing quite a lot of training and growing players, especially when I get a few youth academy players in the team. So we've had an email back from Sporting here, and they want 7 million for Ryan Gold. So I think I'm going to try and get him for a bit less. See if he can maybe, is this maybe pushing it? 5.25. I'm going to be a cheapskate. I was going to go for 5.5, but we'll do 5.25, and we'll see what they say to that. However, before we find out what happens with Ryan Gold, and if we do manage to sign him, we've got a game in the Preseason Tournament. Now, Aston Villa aren't in our group, and I was kind of hoping they would be. They're in the other group, so I'll only ever play them, I suppose, if they qualify and then get into the knockout stages, and actually even drawn against us. We might just not play them at all. So our first game, obviously, is against Toulouse, and we're going to see what we can do, and it's time to test the team. So here we are in Portugal for the first game of the season, although it is a friendly. We want to get off to a winning start here against Toulouse. Now I've gone with pretty much the full Bournemouth team because the 6 million will come in handy if we do win. Except from I don't have Callum Wilson up front, I put Josh King, so obviously he plays in real life. So I thought I'd give him a try out, and we'll see how we can do. No, are you joking me? I already have a player injured, and it's our right back, Adam Smith. Already. Okay, welcome to career mode where you get injuries every 2 minutes. I swear, literally. That was one of the first. It's 5 minutes in, and I already have an injury. Look at this. I was just like, what is that? What is that? How is that an injury? I bet, guarantee, that's a broken ankle, and he's out for 3 months. I guarantee it. But anyway, Tyrone Mings is going to come on. Who obviously recently stamped on Ibrahimovic's head in real life, but he's going to come on for Adam Smith. Oh, we've got a penalty. I don't know. I didn't think that was a penalty at first, to be honest. I thought King went down kind of easily. It was I don't think that attack was really going anywhere. Now, obviously, he had his back to goal. There's nowhere he could have really gone. But we have a chance here in the 25th minute to take the lead. It's not been a very good, exciting game so far. Let's see if we can. And there we go. Daniels puts it into the back of net. and we're 1-0 up in the 26th minute here in Portugal against Toulouse. Tyrone Mings coming forward here on the wing. Not a great ball to Wilshere, but that is half time. We're going to go into the break 1-0 up after that penalty. So let's see how he can do in the second half. Fraser's running down this left-hand side here. Going to cross it in. That's a poor cross. Toulouse are coming forward here with the ball in. It's going to head it back in. Francis will get that clear without any problems. We might have a chance here. No, King can't win the header. But that is the end of the game. And we've won our first game in charge of Bournemouth. 1-0. Obviously, it was a pretty boring game. This was the most exciting moment of the game. Yeah, look, that just sums it up, really. The penalty and a miss. So, you know, not a great game to start off. Pretty boring. Toulouse didn't get one shot on target. I got 3, but still, you know, didn't play great. So, you know, what did I say? Adam Smith suffered a broken ankle. Oh, really? That's the first time that's ever happened to me in a career mode. Oh, wait, not really. Either your brand new signing making his debut breaks his ankle and is out for 3 months, or the first game you play in a preseason tournament, a player gets a broken ankle and is out for 3 months. I can't be bothered. At least just make it something different. Oh, just make them out for 3 months. I don't care. Just make it something other than a broken ankle every single time. But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the video here. I hope you have enjoyed. We will find out if Ryan Gold is going to be signing with us next episode. But if you have enjoyed, I really appreciate it. If you could, hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next one.